Hey you guys, Hydro here, and I'm sorry for the late upload. I really been putting a lot of work into the layout and my YouTubing in general, just because I don't feel like giving shitty content. I don't put out content that I don't feel comfortable with, and today's Subscriber Sunday, so I want to make it really special. This guy has been kind of supporting me ever since he subscribed, been partaking in the giveaways and just being in touch with me frequently, and I like that. So I feel like it was up to me to make a new layout, make it all look nice. I owe it to my subscribers to at least try to be halfway with me, and I really like that. So this guy's pretty cool, and surprisingly enough, when I got home, I was actually going on Battle Spot. I was just hopping on, and I got on, and I seen somebody went about me. Okay, and I remember this name right here because it was the guy that was in my sub comments, and he did ask me, do you want to battle? And I said, okay, cool. And yeah, it's pretty much like, hey, I'm free, you're free, so let's go. And I really enjoyed the battle. These 3 battles were very nice. So, and also just let anybody know, Subscriber Sunday is always going to be best out of 3, just in case, like I said before in the other video, I don't like uploading sweeps or me getting swept. I like producing good battles. So I give people the chance to adjust. But enough of that. So let's hop into the battle and let's see what we got. So I have a Bronzong, Xuritree, and Empoleon, Mega Charizard, Muck, and Rhyperior. Because Pokebank open, so I decided to just, because actually the project I've been working on is I'm going to reveal the project later when I'm more free. But yeah, so I started off with my Bronzong because I knew my opponent was going to start off with the Royalville. That's why I decided to change dimensions. So the slower Pokemon on my team, they would be able to outspeed in a way. And Bronzong is pretty good. Now it was wise on his behalf to use the Royalville, but I would suggest, next time it's like pick and choose the situations. Unless he predicted me to use the Trick Room, because Steel is quite effective to along the Ninetales. And also got sub 2 on this one, so I'll go for the Gyro Ball, and it's quite effective like I just said. So that's out of the way. I ain't gonna worry about the hail no more. And so he sends out his next one. Also got leftovers on this set because it goes in contact with the sub, and so I can get held back residuals. So I got off my Charizard. The reason why I went for my Charizard, because I don't know if he knew that Psychic on was Zen Headbutt on a Bronzor is quad resistant, but I guess I don't know if he knew that or anything like that, so I didn't expect for him to go for it. But he went for it and it paid off because I didn't get a chance to Mega Ball. So in hindsight, I just sacked off my Charizard for now sending my Rhyperior, and he goes for Bullet Punch, and it does quite a decent chunk. And I go for Earthquake, and he managed to live it. It was pretty. This Metagross gave me a lot of hard time, believe it or not, and because I was so surprised that he ate it up. Like wherever his EVs are and knows that Metagross, I give him props because that is those are good. Even with their Royal Veil up, that it was big. So he goes for the Meteor Mash, and it actually pays off because you get the boost. And I'm like, oh my god, man, this ain't about to be good. So he get residual damage, and I go for my Empoleon because water resists steel. So then he reveals the Earthquake, and I'm like, yeah, he got the set. So Empoleon goes down. Unfortunately, he didn't get to see the light of day. And so I send out my next Bronzong, and this is kind of crazy because I believe I go for the Trick Room again, but I remember myself I accidentally clicked again the next turn. I accidentally clicked Trick Room again for the next turn, so I reset the Trick Room because that's why in competitive, sometimes they may not use a mon with Trick Room, but they have Trick Room on it. Like it's kind of hard to explain. Like they will reset the Trick Room so people with Trick Room teams can't use Trick Room. So I go after Bronzong, and I think probably the next battle is where it happened. So I tried to get the Gyro Ball off because I lost all hope. So I get the leftovers off. I knew my Bronzong time was ending, so I don't know why he went out to Gyarados. He probably got scared because the Gyro Ball, but really couldn't do nothing to him. But it was a good play anyway because, like I said, water resists steel. So he's gonna Dragon Dance up. I'm like, oh my god, this can't be happening. So then I go for the Trick Room again. Now this is why I can put the return to normal. That's what I just said. So That's where my thumb actually hit the button, and it was all a bit downhill from there. I just wasted a turn. So there goes my Bronzong. Then my Xuritree come out, and this is the savior right here. So I'll tell you why. So this Xuritree is my favorite Xuritree. Like I said in my other videos, Xuritree is my pride and joy. You know, he's like my ace mon at the moment. So I get the beast boost off, and this Slam Slash kind of scared me because I know it gets Earthquake. So down goes it. So that's 2 beast boosts I got. So I'm at +2 right now. And then he sends out his Dragonite. Now this was, I thought right here was going to be the deciding factor because I was choiced into this like Thunderbolt and Dragon Resist Electric. So it was, since his Dragonite couldn't pull off the Earthquake, this was the deciding factor in the match. And also it's crazy because he got 2 chances, and I'll tell you why. So Dragonite goes down, right? I'm in my 3rd beast boost, okay? And Metagross comes in. Okay, yeah, I'm like, yeah, this is where the battle ends. So of course what I would do and what he should have done, go for Bullet Punch. But Electric resists Steel, so I surprisingly live on 1 HP. 1 HP. And I got the 4th beast boost. Now then, he sent out his next mom, Toucan, and I felt so bad for this bird. And it looks so pretty, cause I like shiny Toucan. It's such a beautiful thing. But yeah, I go for the +4 beast boost, and I felt bad for that Toucan. Okay, so I won the first one, so now we're going on to the second match. And I changed a few mons up. I went from swapped out. I swapped in Gumshoe and Spiritomb and Trevenant. So I didn't know he was gonna go for Tailwind. Could be wrong since I knew he was gonna do that. But Talonflame is very fast anyway without Gale Wings, and that kind of scared me. So that's why I did the Trigger Room. And this is why I misclicked again. I returned the difference more. I'm like, oh my god. So I just wasted 2 turns. I just let my Bronzong go down because it was just false hope. You know, like this. You know, it already served its purpose, and it didn't. That was my fault. So I sent in my Charizard because the fire resists fire, so that's why I went into that. And I believe I Dragon Danced at this turn because I knew he couldn't really take me out like that. And I know Gale Wings, he already lost some health, so the Dragon Dance will have me outspeed him, and then I could probably, I don't know, if I could have, I'll try to sweep his whole team, but I couldn't. So. But then that's why I kind of got greedy at. I Dragon Dance again because I knew this thing could hurt me. So he set up the Tailwind, and I think he outspeed me. And that's kind of crazy, you know, 2 Dragon Dances. But Talonflame, like I said, is a fast Pokemon anyway, so I really should have been surprised. So I'm at 38 HP, and I go for another Dragon Dance. I'm like, okay, I gotta outspeed this time, you know, because it was curious, like what the hell. So and then I go for Dragon Claw. Okay, bam. Okay, fine, this pain is gone. So Greninja come out, and I kind of overestimated my Charizard right here. But then again, I'm at +3. But then I remember, okay, this thing got the Water Shuriken, and Dragon resists water, so it should have been neutral. But I didn't expect it to go all 4, like near 5 turns. It still went to 4, and man, so I sent out my Xuritree, obviously the savior of my last battle. So I used the Dazzling Gleam just in case you want to switch in or anything like that. I could use Thunder, but you know. So Hydro Pump kind of does me, got me at 81, and he goes to Water Shuriken, but I don't think he's gonna get this time, just because you know luck in Pokemon, it varies. So he got 2 of them off, so I get the Beast Boost off of this Dazzling Gleam. Greninja go down. That was kind of a huge part for him because Greninja is very fast and very speedy. But he sent his Goodra, and that was kind of a bold play. But I think Goodra is a natural bulky special bulk, and it might have been assault vested. I don't know. But yeah, the Goodra, if you need a special wall, Goodra is very good and it's very, you know, you have a good moveset. So I go for a Dazzling Gleam again because I'm choiced into that, and the Pikachu just goes down. My 3rd beast boost, okay? And Charizard come in. Now, obviously, like I said, fire resist fairy. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, fire resist fairy, and so it's neutral. So I'm getting neutral damage off. Surprisingly, he lived at 1. I'm like, that's wild. I don't know if that was low roll or anything like that, but he actually surprisingly came out of this good, because Xuritree, a lot of people don't know, Xuritree has like one of the highest base special attacks in the game. He's probably like him and whatchamacallit, that Vikavolt had a lot of ridiculous special attack. But I sit on my Spiritomb, because Spiritomb has natural bulk, and the one I have is just bulk in general. So it's life orb, so that's why I lost damage. But I was like, okay, this is the only thing I can take it out. But Spiritomb has always been my favorite ghost type, from even the shiny, from the lore. It's just a good Pokemon all in general. But he takes it out with acrobatics, so he's on the rock slide now. And I flinched, and I'm like, wow. So my Redwood, it's my Trevenant. It has Harvest, which is a good ability. It's annoying going up against, especially in sunlight, but it's very good. Now this is where the deciding factor of the match kicks in. He goes for Swords Dance, and I'm like, oh, he really did it. And I'm like, okay, crit, can you crit? I'm like, no, this crit. So this is basically the deciding factor of the game. He probably has Unburden, even though he don't really need it at this point, because I think I don't have like a slow Pokemon. And yeah, this battle just, yeah, it's these two. But I give props to my opponent. He actually knew what he was doing, and it was crazy. Now, I named my Gumshoos Choose because I don't know. Something about Gumshoos I actually like. It's very I like the lore behind it. It's a very stakeout Pokemon. It's very patient, and I can relate to that. So that's the third battle. Good battle to him. So we're in our tiebreaker match right now, and I decided to let him. I decided to let him see my how do you say, my real team. Like everybody know, well, most people I know, these are like my real team, because I'm basically a honing trainer. I use Aggron, Blaziken, Sceptile, Salamence, usually Garchomp, but I swap Garchomp for Blaziken. So I don't know if I said Blaziken or Sceptile, one of them, but yeah, that's my 6. So I would say to my opponent next time when he starts with Mimikyu, because I knew he was going to start with Mimikyu, because most people I play, they always use Mimikyu in their first, that's what they lead out when they use Swords Dance. And my advice to my opponent next time, just to pick and choose your, either time, because that sub for Mimikyu is very important, and I would have swapped out for him. And I use Thunder Wave, because speed control is a big thing in the game. It got nerfed in Sun and Moon, but it still slows your opponent down, and that's why his Mimikyu just couldn't do anything, because I already slowed it down for him to get it. So he sends out his Glyphopod, which is kind of a big threat, but I already know he's going to go for a first impression, so I might as well, let it die. And I'm kind of glad that Aggron kind of died, so I can just sit and get a fresh swap. Xuritree comes in once again for the third time, and get the Thunderbolt off. I don't think he's gonna live this one. Yeah, it's not gonna live this one. So I'm kind of glad that he got the Beast Boost off, but Xuritree, I don't think he's gonna stay in for long, because I kind of know how I know Incineroar's move pool, and it's pretty good move pool. And just in case I didn't want him to Dark Lariat me, just in case, because I would have took Xuritree out big time. So I already go for my Salamence. I go for the Intimidate drop plus the dodge, and this is my mega Salamence, and this is a pretty good Salamence. It has Hidden Power Steel, Roost, and Return, I believe, and Dragon Claw. Yeah, Dragon Claw. Yeah. So 2 stab moves always. So he goes for the Outrage, and I'm like, that does a lot for not stab. So he's confused now. And he gets the Lumberry off. Okay, that's a pretty good set. Okay. But then I use the turn, bam bam. It should go out, kill it from there, and the body gets in the roar. So he's gonna send out Greninja. Now, if Greninja didn't stand a chance, I usually would have switched out, but Greninja was paralyzed, so the speed had dropped in our Mega, so that's why I wasn't too scared of it. Now, this Tapu Koko could have been a problem if it was Life Orb, but it's not, because I'll tell you why later in the battle. I go for Hidden Power Steel, it's neutral. He goes for Dazzling Gleam. He could have, if it was, like I said before, if it was Life Orb, he could have killed me. But so far right now, just really, just a back and forth. So I guess he didn't know I had Roost, and he thought that would have killed me, which was a good play on his part because I would do the same thing. Now Rowlet comes in. I mean, not bad. Decidueye comes in, and next turn I'm just gonna get my heal off. I'm just gonna heal because I know this thing can't touch me. But Spirit Shackle, you know, will say, hey, you know, will stick me there, so I couldn't switch off if I wanted to. And now I'm gonna use it for the stab return. Super effective. He's not gonna live this one, and it's pretty good. So he's not Tapu Koko now. Tapu Koko, like I said before, under usual circumstances he would have killed me, but he had a berry, and usually most Tapu Koko run Life Orb, so he would have killed me if he would have had Life Orb. Because most Tapu Koko, Tapu Koko is kind of weird because Tapu Koko has a good attack, but special attack is nothing to laugh at, but it's not high either. So that's why most people use special Tapu Koko and Life Orb it. Like, you don't even get play rough, I think, for stab physical. That's why most people rather just run special. So I finally let him kill my my Salamence, and Blaziken comes out. If you don't know, Blaziken is always going to be my star Pokemon. Out of the whole 802 Pokemon, Blaziken is my favorite. So I do the classic Protect Speed Boost to make sure I ensure this victory, and that's basically about it. So until they release Blaziken, you walk out with the Life Orb. So thank you. Have a good day. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day. Bye.